College, Marambali, e-learning.
Hi everyone, I am Muhammad Sajjad Kai, Assistant Professor, BVOG Software Development and System Administration, MES College, Marambali. I am introducing a video to you for creating an ASP.NET MVC application. So here we are going to create or build an MVC enabled ASP.NET application. In this tutorial, we will create a database, we will create a project and all things. So you just go through the video. I hope you can understand it very well. Today, we are discussing on a tutorial which will give a something sense like we are going to build an ASP.NET MVC application. So in this tutorial, and designing something, I'll tell all thing about how can we create a ASP.NET MVC application and all. So it will be a two type session, which will be, there will be two sessions. So this is the first session, and in this session we will cover all things about the database creation. Okay, so after that all the topics related to that will be covered on the next session. So the video will be in two sessions. So we are going to develop or build an application. Okay, so to simplify the process of building an application, we will take all the advantages that is available in our Visual Studio. Okay, so we are using that Visual Studio 2019 version and the community version of that, and also it is I hope that this tutorial is make you sense of how you can create an application in ASP.NET MVC, and also we are going to create a little bit simpler one. So it is a model for all. Okay, so first of all I am going to open the Visual Studio 2019 application. Okay, so today we are going to develop an application which is just storing some data of a movie like that. So it will be a movie database application. That's something like that. So our goal is nothing but we will build a very simple movie database. Okay, very simple movie database application. So there will be three things that is related to this thing. That is, we have to list what the movie database records, and also we are going to create a database movie record, and if the existing record will be edited, so we have to edit an existing movie database record. Okay, so these three things are we are looking forward to do in these two sessions, and also we are keeping these things very simple. We will take advantage of minimum feature. Okay, so minimum number of feature of MVC application, and also the framework available, MVC framework. And we are going to initially create a project, and after that what we will go for creating database. Then we will create a database model. Then we will create an MVC controller, and after that we will create a MVC view. So in this session we are going to create the first three things. That is, the first one is we are creating an MVC project, application project. Then we will create a database, and after that we will create a database model. Okay, so the first one is creating a project, right? So we are clicking this link for creating a model. Okay, sorry, creating a project. So I am creating a project here. By clicking here, a pop-up window is coming, and After that, I will configure my project in that pop-up window. Okay. So this is the window that is available. Here we are creating a new project, right? I will select that ASP.NET application, and I will go for what? This ASP.NET web application, which is enabled by a .NET framework. Okay. So I am clicking that, and I am going forward by clicking next button. Then I have to configure my project, right? So I will give a project name that is called something like movie app, simply movie app. Okay. Then the solution name is here, and the location is here, and also the framework used here is 4.7.2 of the .NET framework version. Okay. Then I am clicking the button create. Then a pop-up window appears. Here I am using what this MVC template is using. So I have selected this MVC and then click that create button. Then the Visual Studio will create the movie app project, and as well as the solution name called a movie app. Okay. So just wait for that creation. In between this time, we will create, after creating this movie app, we will create a database that is related to the movie app. It is used for what? Storing the data which is related to this application. So we will build an application which is made by movie application, and in that application there are some details stored, which is mainly the movie data, which is like movie names, director names, release dates, or something like that. Okay. So this will be a similar application, but you will get how you can create an MVC application, how can you create a database. Okay. In this video we are creating that what database in Visual Studio itself. So I hope it will be very easy to do that. Okay. So this is the window after the IDE available by Visual Studio 2019. Then I will go to do one thing, what we are going to create a application database. Okay. Creating the database. So we need to create some database for this, storing that data into database. So for that, it's simply we are using it in this Visual Studio itself. So in the Solution Explorer available here, I am clicking that app data. One folder named app data is available here. So I am using this app data folder, and in this app data folder I am right clicking this app data folder. I can have a pop-up window here, and I will go for the add button over here. Okay. In add there are a lot of things are available. So here I am going to create what? A new item. Okay. So I am going to add a new item to the project by clicking app data. Then here in a pop-up window there are a lot of things are available. From here we can select it from here, or it will be if there are a lot of things are available, then it will be seen to our data. Okay. So in data category there is a option or a template called SQL Server Database. Okay. So I am clicking this one, and here we have to rename what? The database name. So I will give that movie database name to movie app DB. Okay. That is nothing but the database name, movie app DB. Okay. Then I click add. So the database will be created on app data folder. Wait for some time and it will add here. So this database creating for what? We are creating is because we have to store some data, and we have to deal with the data that is being handled in this application. So look at this. Here is an database file is created over here. So we have to what? We have to access that data, right? So after creating the database, we have to connect the database to the application. So we have to double click on the database name available here in the solution Explorer. So I am double clicking here. Then the database will be connected with this project. So we can see it over here. So the database is available here, and nothing, some tables and all related things are available here. Okay, then the database is created successfully, right? Then we have to do one thing, what we have to create, or we have to add some data to that, right? So we have to add some table. So here a table folder is available. Right click on the table, then there is 2-3 functions available. Add new table. So click on add new table to create a table in that particular database. Okay, then this is the window that pop up when I have clicked on that table menu. I am going to create what? A table for that concerned movie app DB. Okay, I am going to create that table in movie app DB. So after some loading and all thing, it will be opened. We have to include some data like title, director, and also date released, etc. We have to set some primary key. So the ID will be the default primary key. So here is the primary key icon. So ID is in primary key I have used, and it will be in type of int, and it will not be null. Okay, then I will include what? Title, which means title of the movie. Okay, title, it will be in varchar 2020. Then I will include the name of the director. So director. Okay, it will be always varchar 2020. Then I will include what? Date released. Okay, release date will be date released, and the type will be what? Date type. Okay, date type. Okay, then we have to auto increment this ID, right? So we will go for the properties window, and in the identity specification I will do one thing. It is an identity one, so I am making this false to be true, and it will be the primary key and it will be the identity. So we can increment that identity by 1, and this will be seed value. That means the first value of the identity will be what? 1. I will do it by 10. Okay, so the first value will return, then after that 1 will be increment, so 11, 12, like that. Okay, so I have set it like this, and after that I have created a table, right? So I have to do one thing. I have to create table here. All things are here. I have to do one thing. What? Here I am giving that table name. Then we are going to create the table. All things are set now. Then I will name the table into what? Movie. Okay, so movie. So I am renaming that table to movie. Then I will click on update. So it will prepare some update script, and after that it will be updated. Okay, click on update database. The database will be updated and the completed icon is displayed over here. When we check this, yes, that movie name database table is available here. So table is name movie. Okay, when we double click on that, we can see that table again. This will be the data. So no data is available in movie, so that is
like that. This is the overview. So no data is available here. You can just insert some data to that. Okay, then I'll go to Google to collect some names and their release dates, movie names and the characters. So before I will go to one thing, I will add some more Star Wars. Star Wars. So there are a lot of links there. This is the dates. So A New Hope. A New Hope. A New Hope. Director names. George Lucas, right? George Lucas. Today's date. I have a list of some movies here, so I will go with this. Then I will add what Jeffrey Chan or in films anyway, production or director anyway like that. Then the date will be 2019, right? The mode will be 2009 hyphen then the month, so I will put it as June 06, then 10th June. Okay, so 10, then click enter. So the type is like that, the format is like that, YYYMMGD. okay, YYYMMGD. okay, then I will do one thing, I will save all this thing. So all things are saved now. So the data in movie, there are a lot of things. Okay, two data is available, New Hope and Chapter Kidja. So two data are available. Okay, all things are okay now. Then the data is created. After that creation, I have input some data to that. Then we are going to create the model. Okay. So for creating model, we will model is what we are knowing that model. So we are creating some set of classes for what to represent our database. Okay. So we are going to create some classes to represent our database. We have to create a database model. That is it. Here we will use what Microsoft Entity Framework to generate what the classes. Okay. So it will take that automatically. Then we will go to create one model. There is a folder called model over here in the Solution Explorer. Right click there. Then you have to add that thing. Click on add and add a new item. Okay. From the data category, you can see that an ADO.entity data model is available here. So we have to name it as well. I'll create it as movie GB. So movie db model. Okay, movie db model dot what EDMX, that is an extension of entity data model, and I will click add button. Then a pop-up window will come, so we have to select that first option. So we have to create a model from a database. That's why we are clicking this. Then click on next. Then it will check whatever the databases are available. Movie AppDB is our database, so I will click on that. Then we will click on next. Then Qt Web Framework, I am using that 6th version. Even we can 5th version of problem. Then click on next. There is a retrieving database information. Okay, so the database information will be listed in that dialog box. We have to select tables over there. There are some tables. The table named movie is already stored, so we are taking that for creating model. Then click on finish. Wait some time to do what creating model. So the process is going on. And the Visual Studio is opening some file. It is nothing but to create a model. Okay. It will open a dialog box which is like a movies DB model. It is a model we have created. It will be displayed. So it will be displayed now. Wait a few seconds. It will be open now. Okay. The database model is creating. We are creating this model because we have to represent the data available in the database into some classes. That's why we are creating models. Okay, so all the data available in the database is represented as classes by the MVC. So we are creating that model, and we have already named that movies. Look at this, the model is created, right? So the model is created here. You can see that this is a model created over here. So we have do 3 things today. In this video, we have created a project, we have created a database, and we have created a model. Okay, so this is the session that we have discussed right now, and I hope everyone get understand, or you can use that scroll bar. You will go through the video 2-3 times, then it will be helpful for you. And I will post the second session later in few days. So after that you can go through. Okay, so this is the first 3 things I have described in this video. Then I have to discuss some few things, because we have to do few things later. We have to create that MVC controller, we have to create that MVC views and build that application. Okay, so this is the first 3 steps. Thank you. I hope you all got understand by this video. Make this video as helpful as you can. Okay, thank you all.